Hi guys, and welcome back to the Plytics Academy. I'm Tim, and in this last lesson of our Introduction to Product Information Management, we're going to talk about PIM add-ons. PIM platforms are incredibly powerful tools and can help you do a lot more than just manage your product information. And that's because once you and your team are operating from a single source of truth, you'll be able to easily share your most up-to-date product information with anyone and everyone who needs it. And the best part? Your PIM can transform and deliver your product data in the format that makes the most sense. In this lesson, we're going to explore how to share your product data via digital catalogs, product data sheets, and syndication to other sales channels and systems. Digital catalogs. Digital catalogs are live online catalogs that give you an easy way to share product content visually with anyone who needs it. A digital catalog is a lot like a traditional print catalog, but with some added benefits. First, print catalogs take a lot of time and work to design. And the moment you send this information to the printer, you're bound to find a typo or a product that needs to be updated. With a digital catalog, you can ditch the printer, save a tree, and relax knowing that the information you're sharing is always up to date because it's directly connected to your PIM. Second, because of the time and money involved, printed catalogs typically need to include every single product you sell, resulting in a big and bulky product bible. And that's just way more information than any one person needs. With digital catalogs, you can easily create unlimited online catalogs. You can choose a selection of products and product information you want to add based on who you want to share this with and what information that particular person needs to know. Digital catalogs are the perfect solution to share your content in a visually pleasing and easy to digest way that also avoids you having to give anyone direct access to your PIM. That means you can create customized catalogs for your sales teams with updated information and pricing for your products. Or send your product launches to your partners, resellers, and clients and keep your vendors happy with the product data they need. The options are limitless. At Plytics, we call our digital catalogs brand portals, and they're packed with extra features that allow you to filter through the products in the catalog, download product assets and information into a PDF, and select products for a quote from sales. Plytics brand portals can even be password protected for an extra layer of security. Pro tip: if you're working with distributors, third-party collaborators, or smaller resellers, we recommend making sure that the PIM you choose includes digital catalog capabilities. A second must-have add-on to any PIM platform are product sheets. While digital catalogs are a great way to instantly share your information online, you want an offline option to share your PIM data as well. Product sheets can be created for different needs, like designing a catalog that can be downloaded or even printed, or to create a product spec sheet to share more technical data. Similar to digital catalogs, product sheets are versatile in that you can design them to have as much or as little information in them as you want. Simply choose the products you want to include, add the bits of information that are necessary, product attributes, and then define the design elements such as fonts and color and how you want the information to be laid out. At Plytics, our product sheets tool creates PDF files that can be downloaded, because who doesn't love a PDF? Pro tip: if your marketing team struggles to stay on top of designing multiple custom catalogs and spec sheets, or your sales team is creating one-off PowerPoint presentations of your products, make sure to find a PIM that includes this add-on. Last but not least, syndication. Basically, your PIM's ability to send data to other systems and sales channels. Unlike digital catalogs and product sheets that are built to share your product content with people and companies in a visual format, syndication is all about sharing your product data with computers and systems. In our lesson on data flow, we looked at the technology that allows your PIM to retrieve and send data between other computers, platforms, systems, and software. An integration tool will allow you to create a connection between your PIM and multiple sales channels so that you're able to send any product anywhere and in the exact format that's required to post your products and start selling online. There's no master key for syndication. As wonderful as it sounds to send all your products to all your sales channels at the push of a button, that's unfortunately not how it works. Just as every sales channel has different data and format requirements, they also have different ways of sending the data there. Some require XML feeds. Others prefer a CSV file dropped to an FTP server. Others still require you to send a fill template to an account manager via email. The key to mastering syndication is to make this process as easy and scalable as possible. Let's take a look at how it would work if you wanted to create a connection to Google Shopping. Google Shopping requires an XML file format to transfer product information. It also has a series of required data points or attributes that you must include when you want to upload a product to their platform. Finally, the required data must be formatted according to their standards, so that when you're browsing through products on Google Shopping, you always see the same series of information in the same format, no matter what brand or seller you're looking at. So if I want to send my products to Google Shopping, I need to 1. Make sure to include all the product attributes that Google Shopping requires. 2. Transform my attributes to match Google Shopping standards. And 3, send the file in an XML format so that Google's computers can read, process, and upload my information to their platform. The great thing about PIM integrations is that sending my data to Google doesn't mean changing the data itself in my PIM. I simply need to transform the data to match the destination's requirements. For example, Google requires that each of the products include a unique identifier called ID. But that information already exists in my PIM as the product SKU. So rather than duplicating the attribute in my PIM so that I have one called ID for Google and another one called SKU, I can simply transform the attribute SKU to be called ID when I send it over to Google. This is what it means to transform your data. Another example of data transformation is altering the size of your images. You'll remember in our lesson on assets, we recommended saving your product images in the largest file size possible. But when you send those images to other places, like Google, they may require a smaller size. Instead of creating a duplicate file of the same image with the required size for Google, you can simply transform the file itself when you create your connection or integration. Integrations, connectors, channels, no matter what your PIM calls this add-on. You want to make sure it's possible to get your information from your PIM to your sales channels and marketplaces and transform the data to meet the destination requirements so you can sell anything, anywhere. At Plytics, we call our integrations tool channels. And once you create a channel, you can schedule a transfer of your product data as often as you need. Monthly, weekly, daily, and even hourly. Creating a connection to a new sales channel takes time. But once you've established all of the attributes and transformations required, you can sit back, relax, and let the PIM do the rest of the work. Alright everyone, it's time for a quick recap of our very last lesson in product information management, all about PIM add-ons. In this lesson, we looked at the additional features your PIM platform should offer to make the most of your single source of truth. We talked about creating digital catalogs, design PDF product sheets on the fly, and we looked at the importance of creating a connection between your PIM and your sales channels. Now it's time for your quiz. Good luck and see you in the last video for a final recap before you take your exam.